Now, I did record this video before, but it was just so hard to understand, like so many words that I was saying. So I will try to talk better in this video, and I will try to slow down and think about what I'm saying and make sure it's fully hearable and understandable. Okay, now the video in question is the video that you're watching right now, which is about they are missing out on you. They're missing out on you. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a significant other, an ex, whether it's your family, whether it's just people that you don't even know, you know, like people online. They're missing out on you. You know, we go around and we think, oh, well, I really want to have something to do with this person in this way, or I want this person to like me, or I want these people to like me. I'm talking about like, you know, talking about adoration, you know, maybe like the general populace, maybe a group, you know, you want to be liked, not just to be liked, but because you want to be accepted, or you want to be kind of cool. You want someone to accept you, right? When God already accepted you, okay? So the God of the universe already loves you and accepts you. What more do you need from man? Man is fickle. Oh yeah, man is fickle. I say it over and over again. Man is fickle, including yourself a lot of the time. Let's be honest. Hey, we'll be real. You've been fickle too, okay? You probably been fickle. Hey, you've been fickle too. So man is fickle. We have to understand that. Man is fickle. Woman too. They're fickle. All right, man is fickle. If that's the case, why do we trust their opinions? And why do we care so much about what they think? And why do we feel like we're missing out, right? Like we need them, right? Let's look at it like this. If someone's very cool, right? They're cool, they're really fun to be around, whatever it is. Or just people are nice. Someone's nice to you, right? And you go around this situation and both of you are acting in good faith, good stuff happening there. Or the whole group is good, whatever it is. If it's all good and it gets messed up somehow, if you were all good and you made sure to get your bases right, here's how you're good. You're good if you were doing the right things, being authentic, but also being caring, all this different stuff. That's you being the good. The good. Also, when you do wrong, you try to make up for it, say sorry, you try to move on, you try to not beat yourself up about things. You know, you're someone who says your piece, says you're sorry, and you move. If you're doing all your good stuff and you improve, right? That's what you would assume. If you're doing all that, which let's be honest, even that simple thing that I just said right there isn't so simple, and a lot of us don't even do that already. And to a certain extent, me included. So I'm in the same boat as you. But if we can become at the level where we're like, we are doing, like we're righteous, you could say. If we're righteous, then what do we care about people thinking about us if we're already righteous? What do we care what are we really missing out on? You know, there's events that are happening. There's things that are happening with people. There's fun things happening. You're like, I'm missing out. You know, there's people engaging in certain ways and you feel like you're missing out on them. But no, they're missing out on you. That person who didn't get back to you, that ex who didn't text you back, that family member who cut it off. Maybe you were the one who had to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe it had to be up to you, right? They're missing out on you. You know, they didn't like you. They didn't make sure to respect you. All the different stuff. They're missing out on you. They left you. They're missing out on you. They're missing out on you. And you could like say and try to make it like some big ego thing, like, oh, you know, it's because I'm so this and I'm so that. I'm so great. It's not about all that. There's a good chance if someone is really cool, really good, you're also missing out on them. But it's not about like whether you're missing out or not missing out in the simple sense, like, oh, literally missing out. It's whether you were good and they are missing what is good that you have. It's about accepting that you have that value that God places on you and they're missing that. It's not something where you're horrible and you have to like beat yourself down or, oh no, how this person really doesn't like me. Oh no, and you're just beating yourself up. What does that have to do with anything? Like, oh, I don't get to talk to them. I don't get to be around them. I don't get to be with them. All this different stuff. You're thinking that, like, oh, I really miss them. And I get that. But they're missing out on you. They're missing out on you. You feel bitter, even. You know, for example, maybe you feel bitter. Like, oh, how dare they do X, Y, Z? Or how dare they not accept me back? Or how dare they not, you know, accept my apology? Or how dare they choose to walk away? How dare they do this, whatever bad action? How dare they, whatever, ghosting, right? Like, how dare they ghost me, right? you're thinking all these things. You just feel bitter, but calm down. They missing out on you. And it's not even some negative, crazy thing. It's just, you know your worth. You know your worth. You know what you can bring to the table, don't you? If you don't bring anything to the table, well then get something to bring to the table. But if you know your worth, you know you can bring to the table, you know you're an upstanding person, you know, you're very righteous. You're not someone who's going crazy all the time, someone who doesn't admit their faults. You're not someone who continuously, you know, it keeps making all these horrible, you know, interactions all the time. You know, you're someone like that. Or you're someone who's very upright and you know your value. And maybe it's not that you have to be perfect. I'm not saying be perfect. Like, oh yeah, I'm perfect. That means you're missing out on me. No. It's not about you being perfect, right? You're not going to be perfect. But remember, you have your flaws, but God loves you anyway. You have your sin and he loves you anyway. He cleanses it. So no one said you were perfect. Don't believe that. don't someone tells you you're perfect. Don't believe it because it's not true. You're not perfect. Perfect means there's no flaws, there's no mistakes, but the flaws are what makes you beautiful in your own way. At the end of the day, you have this value that God places upon you. And if they don't see that, it is what it is. You know, a lot of us reach out to people, right, that we missed, you know, like whether it's that friend that you had an argument at one time and he doesn't like you no more, he's annoyed, but you reach out. You try. Maybe he doesn't get back, but you tried. You said, hey man, you want to go do something? Or you say, hey man, I want to share with you a quick meme. I don't know. You reach out. Hey, what's good, bro? How you been? You know, you just reach out. Maybe you just naturally drifted apart. There's that too. Maybe it's a significant other, like an ex, right? And you're like, oh, you know, I want to make sure that I try. You know, I try to get back. Whether it's you just saying something simple, maybe it's something big, whatever it is. You're trying something. You shoot your shot back, you know. You shoot your shot again, you could say. You're like, hey, you know, let's talk about this. Or hey, what how's it been? You know, same deal. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who you're talking to. You're trying to do something. You know, you're trying to do something with that. If you try to do that and they don't really accept you, either they say no or they say nothing at all, which is also a no. Either way, if they don't accept you, that is okay. That is perfectly fine. They are missing out on you. If you got those values I was talking about, if you are high value, it's just simple as this. They are literally missing out on you. You have these great qualities. You're nice. You're someone who admits your faults and mistakes. You're someone who improves yourself. You're someone who works hard every day to do what you want to do in your life. You're someone who is trying to help others around you and not disrespect them all the time. If you're this person, they are missing out on you. If you're someone who's like super, like I said, super just toxic and all this different stuff, they ain't missing out on nothing. And you can have one toxic moment. Let's not get it twisted. You can have one toxic moment. That doesn't mean you're toxic because you had one bad day. Well, you had one bad day and now you're toxic. No, don't believe that about yourself either. That's the lie of the enemy. That once you make a mistake, it's all over. No, you can have one bad day or even a bad week, year, you know what I'm saying, decade, but you can still come back and be, you know what I'm saying, that good high value. You know what I mean? You can come back and say, you know what? I'm about to get it popping. I'm about to work on myself. I'm gonna stop these toxic tendencies. I'm not gonna rage in the video games. I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? And you can come back to it, and then you realize, okay, now that I'm at a good place, now I'm good within how I'm thinking, how I'm acting. I am a force of nature, but also they're missing out on me. But yeah, go ahead, try off. You know, try first. Try to reconcile. You know, we could within the word it talks about trying to reconcile with your brother. You know, you should be trying to make it right. But if you can't make it right because they don't want to do their part, you know, maybe you both did something wrong. You know, that's often what happens in a lot of situations is you both did something wrong and you come to your side and you're like, hey man, yeah, I mean, I did something wrong. Yeah. But maybe we could reconcile, you know what I mean? And they don't want to do all that. You know what I mean? You can admit your faults. They don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit theirs. You're already becoming the better man that you're deciding to do that. Or maybe it's like, you know, with the boys, right? Like you don't really got to mention it. You just like I said, like you just say to your friend for a long time. You're just like, hey man, you heard about blah, 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 blah. You just talk normally, you know, cause it was like, especially with like small squabbles or something. It's like, you don't need to do all that. Just be like, hey man, what's good, man? I got something to share with you. Or, hey man, I saw this thing recently. Or I heard about this news. Just that simple, you know, just say it. And if they don't want to respond, they don't want to respond. If they never respond, they ghost you. What does that mean? Why? It means you shouldn't be texting them anymore. If they straight up ghost you and you obviously don't talk to them in real life, or maybe you do. Maybe they ghost you, but they also in real life don't talk to you. That's because they can't just ghost you and then talk to you in real life. It's not ghosting. So if they ghost you and in real life they do not talk to you, there's no communication with them at all, and they ghosted you. We should stop trying to chase them back and be like, yeah, let's go try to see what's popping with them. No, try once, try twice, even maybe even 3 times. Well, hey, taste their own. But at some point you're gonna have to realize, if they ain't responding, what does that mean? If they leave you on red, what does that mean? You shared with them something interesting about your day. You say, hey, how's your day? If they don't say nothing, they don't care. if you're over here saying something to them, trying to interact in any type of way, and they say nothing, they don't care. You will see it. The people who care will respond to you. It's just that simple. You'll see it. If they respond, they care. I've experienced it firsthand. If they respond, they care. Even if it's a late response. If they respond, they care. If they don't respond, they do not care. Maybe they will care later. I don't know. But they don't care right now. They don't like you like that. Let's be real. Can you still reconcile? Sure. Depends on the situation. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep moving, bro. Work on yourself. Get to pushing. Keep it pushing. I was, at a certain point, by the way, I was afraid of making these videos talking about this type of stuff. So I was like, oh, but like, it was the same situation. I was like, oh, but what if, caring about too much about what people think? Like, what if the things I'm saying, people that I like know will be like, oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me, bro. That's me right there that you're talking about. How dare you? And it's like, if they were to do that, be like, how dare you watching this? First of all, it's my channel. What are you even doing here? If you want to watch my video, watch it, cool. But like, they say all the crazy stuff. They're missing out on you. You know what I mean? They're the ones being toxic. I'm not being toxic. I never said anything about anybody, and I never even mentioned anything in particular. I never mention names if I'm talking about anything related to my life. And most of my examples are pretty broad, because I want to relate them to you, the viewer. I do have my own personal experiences with these type of situations I'm talking about, and everything that I'm talking about. But I don't have your experience, and that's why I try to relate to you a little bit, depending on what you may have going on. But you are going to suffer more if you are always worrying about what everyone thinks of you, or whether they're gonna be better off without you. Like, who cares if they're gonna be better off without you, bro? If they're going to, they're going to. Good on them, bro. Good on them. You got to be better off without them. It is what it is, unless you're better with them. But if you're better with them, guess what? They would respond. They would want to hang out with you. They would say yes to your advances. I don't know if you could say that with a friend situation or a family situation, but I'll use the word advances. I guess that works only romantically, but hey, either way, advances, you can say that. Point is, they are 100% missing out on what you got to offer, bro. Know what you got to offer. Have confidence in yourself. Know that you got this, you got that, you got confidence. You got confidence. They missing out on that. Know that. Know what you got in store. Know what you got within you. Work on yourself. And once you worked on yourself, you've been doing all your stuff, you won't take nothing. You won't take no BS. I ain't gonna say the word, but I'll say that. You ain't gonna take nothing from nobody. You're gonna be serious about what you do. You're gonna say your mind, say your piece. And when you don't get respect, you're gonna keep it pushing. You're not gonna hate whoever you're talking about, because you're not gonna have a resentment, because you already have value in yourself. You just know that they are missing out on you. You ain't hating on them. You're just like, God, they're missing out on me then. Cool. They don't get to have what I got to offer. I'm amazing. They don't get to have what I got to offer. That's what you need to say. If you're able to say that realistically, I am amazing. They are missing out on what I got to offer. Then you're going to be going places, bro. You're going to be going places, bro. Because me personally, I know I got good stuff to offer, right? But I know I'm not there yet. I know that they're missing out on me, right? What I just said about this video. They're missing out on you. Everyone who hates me, they're all missing out on me. And you who unsubscribed, you missing out on me. I know they're missing out on me. That's the thing. But I know that I can do better as well. I can do better, so much so that it's like they're not just missing out on me. They're like devastatedly missing out on me. Not to point it in their face or wiggle my finger in their face or something. No, it's not about that. It's me becoming the better version of myself, that I can respect myself enough to not take whatever horribleness they doing over here. To not take this toxic energy over here. To not feel devastated when they don't like you. And that comes with self-improvement, bro. But not just quote unquote self-improvement, the weird word of just the vague term self-improvement. But it's the word in itself, not the weird sphere on YouTube where it's like the hyper self-improvement. No, I'm not talking about all that. When I say the word self-improvement, I'm using the actual real version of the word, what it actually means. You're improving yourself. That's it. So that's what I mean when I say self-improvement. But when you improve yourself, you know, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get places, bro. You gotta work on yourself and go have fun. You know, go have fun with something, you know. Go do something you like to do. Go have fun with something. Go shoot your shot at the ladies. Go talk to the homies and like, hey, try to set something up or something, you know what I mean? Go play that game you was meaning to play. Go do that event you wanted to go to. Eat that food that was looking bomb you wanted to get into. Order it if you need to. Though honestly, the ordering's kind of tough because the maps charge a little too much. Maybe you might as well just go there yourself. But either way, you know what I'm saying? Just chill, man. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? If you know your worth, you chilling, bro. They missing out on you. You know what I'm saying? They just being weird, man. them boys being weird. Them gals being weird too. So yeah, man. With that being said, watch my other videos. They're probably great and stuff. Leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you didn't. Comment down below what you think about this video. And subscribe for more videos on this channel. We got more videos coming out very often. Almost daily, I think. Probably. Can't promise you that. But, you know, a good amount of videos happening in general. You know, content on the channel is happening pretty much all the time. So, you know, check it out, you know. But other than that, you should probably click on the video on the screen. There's a video that's just kind of like hovering. It's like in a weird thing. There's like Ghost of Tsushima in the background. And then you have like the video that's just like right there. Yeah, you should probably like, you know, go ahead and click on that real quick. You know what I mean? Click on that video, man. Go watch it.